Bhakti Swami Jai Krishna Paramahamsa Purina Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ananta Guru Vaishnava Ki Jai Nama Acharya Srila Haridasa Kuru Ki Jai Praise Guru Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakti Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shyama Radha Krishna Giri Gauravan Ki Jai Vrindavan Ki Jai Bhakti Ki Jai Navadu Manipuram Ki Jai Jagannath Puriram Ki Jai Jamuna Mani Ki Jai Tendis Mani Ki Jai Tulasi Ki Jai Bhakti Ki Jai Samaveta Bhakti Ki Jai Nitari Guru Yamananda. All glories assembled together. All glories assembled together. All glories assembled together. Glory to Sri Sri Guru and Sri Gaura. Namo Vishnu Krishna 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 Gaura Karuna Shakti Amagya Timulanasa Gyanana Sarataya Chakshurumita Tasmai Sri Guru Nama Sri Chaitanya Hare Krishna Sapisandhya Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Gadati Svara Vandeham Sri Gurum Sri Yutapadakam Sri Gurum Vaishnavam Sri Rupam Sagadatam Sahagana Raghunatam Tatam Sarvima Sadhuitam Sarvadutam Parijam Sahitam Krishna Dhira Sri Radha Krishna Param Saharavita Sri Visikambhika Hey Krishna Karana Sindhu Dinara Guru Gopisa Gopika Ganta Radha Kancana Rastati Kaprakancana Govi Kanti Vrindavan Vishwari Visavana Sukhi Satanamami Hare Kriya Vanchukko Kataru Vyasa Kripasan Kitaye Vyasa Patitana Pavanabhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vrinda Devi Tulasi Maharaj Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. So we are celebrating the wedding ceremony of Tulasi Devi. We did a complete worship this morning. And so we want to hear something. Specifically, I have selected a section of benediction because we have benediction. You want benediction?
Yes, you are.
I have selected a section for benediction. So we can understand exactly who we are worshiping to increase our faith. And also appreciate, we introduce offering to stick instead of Dhira, clay pot. We change it for years, we'll be using that. We change it to a Tulasi stick. We both eat it because it's more beneficial than the clay pot. So let's hear something. This is from Stephen Knapp. Stephen Knapp is such a proper disciple. He's a scholar. He wrote the Black Lotus. He's a big scholar. He was given an award this year, in India. Yes. He gave these materials. I've been using the one of Kushakrata from Brahma Vaibhata. All the person I'm telling about. Tulasi Devi is from Kushakrata. The first time I'm speaking from Satyaraj. So, let's hear some. When this is after the battlefield, Tulasi Devi is before heavy yourself. They are complaining, feeling disturbed about 5 days fasting. Tulasi Devi didn't fast for 5 days. She fasted for years, eating only leaves, dry leaves. And after that, she stopped eating dry leaves, but eating only air. And after that, she stopped eating it. Easy? Okay. Why? She wanted to get Krishna as her husband. And after the story, just in April before I came, went to Berlin, having directed the person for a long time. So let's hear something different at least. Something different. So after the war between her husband and Shiva. And Krishna came in to fulfill her desire. And she caused Vishnu caused her also. She became plant. Then he went to Vaikuntha. She changed her body into plant. She was worshiping. Then they went to Vaikuntha. Lakshmi Devi was happy, Ganga Devi was happy, Saraswati was not happy. Because she is superior to God. You don't see Narayan worshipping Lakshmi. Have you seen? Saraswati? Ganga? No. But Krishna worship Tulasi Devi. So we say Krishna Jivani. We say Jamuna Jivani. What? Krishna Jivani. For Tulasi Devi. Krishna worship her. All the demigods, all the demons also worship her. And all Vaishnavas worship her. So she is special. Saraswati was not happy and disrespected her. Because of that, she disappeared. And Vishnu couldn't sleep. He has to go all over, searching for her, worship her, before he was able to get her. First is special. And she has how many names? 8 names. 8 names. The blessing is whoever chants these 8 names will go back to God every day. Only 8, not 10, not 15, only 8. Just 8. And it's not long. It's short. Just one name. That's all. Just one name. Hari will not be so much pleased with the gift of 1,000 jars full of honey as with the offer of a Tulasi leaf. One leaf. One leaf. The gift of one such leaf will bring a reward secured by the gift of millions of cows. One leaf of Tulasi,
Millions of cows.
millions of cows will not give you the benefit one leaf can give. Anyone who died will get the water of the Tulasi leaf will be redeemed from all sins and proceed to Vaikuntha. For years, I was only putting Tulasi leaf in my mouth every week. For years I was doing that. No, I'm not doing it, but for years I was doing it. Now, Tulasi leaf is all in my mouth. One leaf I put in my mouth all day. Only when I'm going to sleep, I chew it. If only leave the body with Tulasi leaf in the mouth,
Straight up.
she said, that's almost take it.
Yeah.
Just
One day.
in Dwaraka, Krishna played the pastime. I don't want to go too much there. I want to tell you small. Just small. Not the whole story. Because it has connection with Tulasi Devi. Rukmani Devi and Satyabhama. We're competing. She brought all the words she has in life, all, and put on the scale. All jewels, everything, including herself. Nothing. But the moment one leaf of Tulasi was placed there, the scale was. Krishna did that too. One, so one should never step on or over Tulasi. You should never try it. Even in a dream, one should not step on Tulasi or step over Tulasi. So special that even if Tulasi is old, dry, can still be offered to Krishna. Yeah, it can still be used for serving of Krishna. But Krishna will never look at the food if Tulasi is not there. The moment Tulasi leaf is there, Krishna will look. Whoever constantly drinks such water will be redeemed in his lifetime and get the fruit of a deep in the Ganges. Anyone worshipping me with this leaf every day will reap the benefit of 100,000 horse sacrifices. Anyone dying with the Tulasi leaf in his hands or also in one's mouth, as is commonly practiced, will be redeemed. Anyone putting on the red of the wild Tulasi will get at every step the fruit of a horse sacrifice. Whoever, however, with the holy basil in his hand will break his vow and perjured himself will go to hell. But anyone who, at the time of his death, will get a drop of the water of the holy basil leaf will proceed to Vaikuntha. Basil is Tulasi. Hari will cut off the head of that person who, on the lunar day, or the dark moon, Amavasya, or the full moon, or on the 12th or last day of the lunar month, or being anointed with oil just before birth, or in the noon, night, or at any daybreak or sundown, or in the state of impurity, or in his nocturnal dress, sleep cloth will call or block the Tulasi leaf. You shouldn't block Tulasi leaf in the night. You shouldn't block Tulasi leaf in the night. Oh, just one. If such a leaf is stale for 3 nights, it can still be used on the occasion of funeral ceremonies, in connection with vows, gift, consecration of temples, and in worship of God. Tulasi leaves dedicated to Vishnu, even if they drop to the ground or water, if properly washed, may still be used for the other holy purposes. The presiding deity of the Tulasi plant will always sport in solitude with Krishna in Goloka, which is free from diseases. The presiding deity of the Gandaki river will be the wife of the salt ocean, all of my bone of any digit. And personally, oh chase goddess, you will ever remain by my side and enjoy my company like goddess Lakshmi. I too, by your curse, will turn into a stone on the coast of the Gandaki. At that place, the ones called Bhadra Kita will construct cave, will construct carve my will within the stone. Sargam Sila is not, when you see the Sargam Sila, you see different marks. Sudasan Chakra, I have many Sudasan Chakra. Different marks are there. Who carved it? Yeah, small, this size. This size. See, very small, this size. Can one carve iron, a stone? A stone? Worms can cast, can cut a stone? Yeah? But it's the one that is carving Krishna Salagam Sila. What do you call Salagam Sila? Is the one that constructed, carved different sizes, different designs. Very small like this. So for our little understanding, who could be that one? Who is that? Vishakama doesn't have that power. Who is that? Stop. Krishna. Krishna is doing this himself. That stone, dark like a new cloud, which contains at one gate 4 wheels, and which is decorated with wreaths of wild flowers, will be known as Lakshmi Narayana. But the stone of the like nature, without being decked with wreaths, will be called Lakshmi Janarana. A stone without wreaths, but impressed with marks of cow feet, will be called Raghunath. A stone of 2 wheels, auspicious to the householders, will be called Dudi Bhamana. Such a stone, if decked with garlands, will be called Sridhar and give grace to the householders. A stone without a wreath, but thick and circular and containing 2 wheels, will be called Damodara. A stone fairly round, assailed by arrows, having quivers and 2 wheels, will be called Rana Rama. A stone of moderate size, having 7 wheels, associated with quivers, will be called the King of Kings, and give royal prosperity to the people. A stone thick, dark like a new cloud, and associated with 14 wheels, will be called Ananda, and give 4 kinds of redemption. A stone which looks like a cloud and contains 2 wheels, which is spherical, graceful, and moderate in size, will be called Madhu Sudana. A stone which will bear the mark of the Sudarasana on side of each wheels, and whose other wheel will remain concealed, will be called Gadadhara. The 2-wheeled stone with the face of a horse will be called Hayagriva. I have Hayagriva. Damodara also. The 2-wheeled stone whose face is expansive and hideous will be called Narasimha. I have Narasimha. Both have Lakshmi Narasimha, Santa Narasimha, Ugra Narasimha. I have three. The two-wheeled broad-faced stone decked with rites and pleasing to the people will be called Lakshmi Narasimha. I have this one. The stone whose gate is conspicuous by two graceful wheels of equal size will be called Vasudeva, fulfilling all desire. The stone having a slender wheel and many holes at the threshold, dark like a noon cloud, will be called Pradyumna. And the worship of this stone will give happiness to people. The stone whose wheels are united and whose back is excellent, which bring joy to the householders, will be called Sankarshana. A yellow, beautiful, circular stone, delightful to the householders, will be styled Aniruddha by the servants. Fairmont, the place where this stone will be discovered, will be the resort of Hari and Lakshmi with her attendant shrines and holy places. Nay, Brahmin slaughter and all other sins of the world are expiated by the worship of this stone. This stone, if it is in the shape of an umbrella, bestows a kingdom. If round, it gives prosperity. If like a cart, it causes pain. If like the front of a spear, it brings about death. If deformed, it causes poverty. If tawny in color, it destroys happiness. If its wheels are joined, it causes disease. If broken or split into fragments, it causes death. All holy deeds, consecration of a temple, performance of a funeral ceremony, worship of God, etc., can be performed through this holy stone. Deeds of charity, circumambulation around the world, bathing the sacred rivers, all can be attained by a person by ablution in the waters that have bathed or washed of this stone. The thought of such a person will be desired even by the streams. He will be consecrated and redeemed in his lifetime. The worship of the stone will give the same fruit as the story of the Vedas or asceticism. Whoever will drink the immortalizing water of this stone will sanctify by his thoughts, result for pilgrims, and be redeemed in this life. He will be the slave of Hari and witness countless dissolutions of the world. Sins as heinous as the murderer of a Brahmin will fly at his sight, like snakes at the sight of Garuda. The earth will be consecrated by the dust of his feet. By his birth, he will redeem millions of his ancestors. Anyone who, while dying, will drink this water will be emancipated and go to the Vaikuntha. He will be free from the influences of karma and being redeemed will merge into the feet of Vishnu. Whoever, by laying hands on the stone, perjures himself or breaks his vow will remain in hell for millions of years. My beloved, whoever will separate the holy basil leaves from his holy stone, will suffer the pangs of separation from his wife, from birth to birth. Whoever will disassociate the conscience from the Tulasi will be deprived of his wife and health for 7 births in succession. A wise person who will maintain the Tulasi, the conscience, and the stone at one and the same place will be dear to Hari. It is painful for a person to part from his beloved whose society he once enjoyed. You were the favorite of Sankachuda for one Manbanta. Therefore, separation from him has been a source of trouble to you. As Hari unfortunately said so, Tulasi quit her body and went to Vaikuntha in a celestial form. Tulasi frequented the heart of Narayan like Kama. O Narada, does Hari happen to have 4 wives? Lakshmi, Saraswati, Ganga, and Tulasi. When Tulasi died, her body was immediately turned into a river called Gandaki. And on the course of this stream, a sanctifying hill out of the digit of Hari came into existence. The worms on the hill are constructing stones of various sorts. A stone that drops down into the river from the hill assumes the hue of clouds. A stone that drops from the rock on the dry land becomes tawny, colored through the heat of the sun. Now, I told you everything. Please let me know what else you want to hear. Narada said, Lord, I gathered how Tulasi became the favorite of Hari, how she became holy and was known throughout the world. Now I want to hear the account relating to her form of worship and her hymn. In olden times, who worshipped her and recited her ode? How did she become adorable in the world? Kindly narrate these matters to me. Sutta Goswami said, Narayan smiled at these words and said, Hari spotted with Tulsi as soon as he got her and made her as blessed and glorious as Ram, Ganga and Lakshmi bore this new acquisition to their society patiently. But it was intolerable for Saraswati. Once they dignified Saraswati in vain, quarreled with Tulsi in Hari's presence and hurt her. Tulasi in shame and disgrace disappeared. That accomplished, wise and adept Tulasi became invisible to Hari, also out of anger. Hari thereupon took permission of Saraswati and went to the forest of Tulasi plant. Then he bathed and with holy basil leaves reverentially adored Tulsi with the mystic formula of 10 letters containing seed of germinating principles of Lakshmi, Maya, Tama, and Mani. O Narada, that mantra prepared by Hari ends thus: Swaha to Vrindavani. After having uttered this mantra, which is efficacious like the kappa tree, whoever would worship Tulsi with the light, the ghee lamp, whoever worship Tulasi with the light of
Dhira.
ghee lamp, frankincense, sandal flowers, and sacrificial offerings would attain all perfection. Tulasi, pleased with the worship, emanated from the plant and took refuge in the lotus feet of Hari. Hari blessed her, saying, "You will be adored throughout the world." And said, "Beloved, I shall hold you on my head and in my heart. All the gods, therefore, will wield you on their heads." So saying, Hari took her home. Narada said, "Now tell me about the dhyan, or meditation appropriate to Tulasi, her ode, and her plan of worship." Narayan answered, "When Tulasi disappeared, the afflicted Hari went to Tulasi Van, the forest of holy Tulasi, worshipped her and adored her with the hymn, 'I adore my beloved Brinda, who in one place grows in the form of plant. I adore the blessed Neem, who sprang at first from the forest of Vrindavan, and is hence styled Brinda Bani. I worship that goddess, all adorable in the universe, who is called as she is adored throughout the world. Being afflicted by Cupid, I adore the all-sanctifying goddess, so called as she is always adored in the three worlds. I want to see Pushpasara, the goddess, the essence of all flowers, without whom the gods are not satisfied with the offer of any number of flowers. I crave the favor of that goddess, also called Nandini, as attainment of Tulasi brings faith and joy. I seek the protection of this goddess called Tulasi, as she is incomparable in the world. May she preserve my life. The goddess who is also called the life of Krishna. Krishna, having worshipped her, thus manifested himself to Tulasi, who was lying prostrate at his feet. When he saw that the dignified Tulasi was weeping on account of her susceptibilities, being wounded by Saraswati, he clasped her to his breast, took her to Saraswati, and reconciled them both. He blessed her, saying, "You will be adored throughout the world, and sustained by every one of the head. You will be adored and honored by me as well." When Tulasi was propitiated, Saraswati embraced her and seated her by her side. Lakshmi and Ganga also embraced her, smiling, and took her home. Whoever will adore Tulasi by the above 8 names, pregnant with meaning, that is, Brinda, one who has thousands of sakis, as we said. One of her name is Brinda. Meaning?
One who has thousands of sacrifices.
Yes. Vrindavani, one who never leaves Vrindavan. Vishwa Pavani, sanctifier of the whole world. Vishwa Pujita, the whole world worships her. Pushpa Sara, essence of all the flowers. Nandini, gives happiness to everyone. Krishna Jivani, the life and soul of Lord Krishna, and Tulasi, one with an incomparable beauty. So how many names?
8.
Brenda, Vrindavani, Vishwa Pavani, Vishwa Pujita, Pushpasara, Nandini, Krishna Jivani, Tulasi. How many?
8.
Thank you. Anyone who calls this name will reap the fruit of a whole sacrifice. The benefactress Tulsi was born on the lunar day of the full moon in the month of Kartik. Hence, Hari has prescribed this day for her worship. Whoever will worship her on this day will be redeemed from all sins and go to Vaikunta. Whoever gives Tulasi leaves caught in reverence to Vishnu in the month of Kartik will reap the fruit secured by the gift of 10 million cows. Nay, Vishnu in the month of Kartik would reap the fruit secured by the gift. Nay, the recollection of her hymn gives a son to the sonless, a wife to the wifeless, health to the diseased, liberty to the prisoner, sanctity to the sinner, courage to the frightened, and a friend to friendless. Oh Narada, I told you about her hymn. Now listen to the subject relating to her meditation and form of worship. You know the meditation Dhyan, as mentioned by Kanva Sakra. Without invoking the goddess, reverentially meditate on her and adore her with 16 ingredients. Now listen to her Dhyan or meditation, which destroys sins. The chaste Tulsi, the best of flowers, adorable and lovely, destroys the full of sin like a flame of fire. O Muni, she is most sacred of all the goddesses. Being incomparable, she is called Tulasi. I adore the goddess who is solicited by all, who crowns the head of all, who is known as the consecrator of the world, who gives emancipation and the bondage of Hari, and who has been herself redeemed in a lifetime. Wise men, after this meditation and worship, should read her eulogies and bow to her. Lord Shiva said, my dear Narada Muni, kindly listen now. I will relate to you the wonderful glories of Tulsi. One who hears Tulasi Devi's glories, you will have all his sinful reactions stored from many births destroyed, and very quickly attain the lotus feet of Sri Radha and Krishna. Anyone who
Hears
hears the glories of Tulsi Devi will have
all their
all
sins,
his sinful
thousands and
millions will be destroyed. Who is speaking? Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva. The leaves, flowers, roots, bark, branches, trunk, and the shade of Tulsi Devi are all spiritual. All spiritual. One whose dead body is burnt in the fire, which had Tulsi wood as well, will attain the spiritual world. Even if he is the most simple of sinful persons. And the person who light up that fire will be freed from all sinful reactions. So you should put Tulasi stick in funeral fire. Back to Godhead. The person who leads the fire, back to Godhead. Is it important?
Yes.
One who at the time of death takes the name of Lord Krishna and is touching the wood of Tulasi Devi will attain the spiritual. For a whole month, what did you do? You offer Tulasi lamp too? So you know where you are? Do you know where you are? Huh? Do you want to go there? No. Who will force you to do it? Yes, yes. That's what we did. Is it not?
Yes.
When a dead body is being burnt, even if one small piece of Tulasi wood is put in the fire, then that person will attain the spiritual world. But the touch of Tulasi, all other wood is purified. Just one piece. All other fire which are used there, it becomes Tulasi. Is it a joke?
No.
Punnadevi Tulasi Maharani. When the messengers of Lord Vishnu see a fire which had Tulasi wood burning in it, they immediately come and take that person whose body has been burned to the spiritual world. The messengers of Yamara will not come there. They will come to that place when Tulasi wood is burning. Yamara will never. Only Vishnu Dutas will come there to take you back to the spiritual world. That person's body, which has been burned by Tulasi wood, goes to the spiritual world, and on his way, all the demigods will shower flowers on him. Jai! When Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva see that person on his way to the spiritual world, they become very happy and bless him, and Lord Krishna comes before him and takes his hand. He takes him to his own abode. Lord Krishna will personally. One who happens to go to a place where Tulasi wood has been burned will become purified of all sinful reactions. You go to a place where Tulasi wood has been burned. We introduce Tulasi stick in, not only this one, fire sacrifice. We introduce it. After all this, understanding the benefits, we introduce it. And they see that whenever we are doing fire sacrifice, Tulasi Devi is inside. And here Lord Shiva said, all other fires around it becomes what? And whoever is sitting there, whoever is there, when the Tulasi stick is being burned, he gets. Do you believe it?
Yes, good man.
Thank you. That Brahmin who is performing a fire sacrifice and places amongst the other wood, Tulasi wood, will get the result of one Agnihotra Jagya, fire sacrifice, for each grain offered in that fire. Can you count? Can you count the grain they offer in the fire there? Eh? For each grain, that person, the Brahmin who is doing that Jagya, will get the result of one Agnihotra for each grain offered in that fire. One who offered Lord Krishna, incense made of Tulasi wood will get the same result of 100 fire sacrifices and of giving 100 cows in charity. The incense made of 260. So if you are offering the 260 directly to Krishna, so can you count? Yeah? Can you count the benefit of a person who offering 260 to Lord Krishna? Because every day, can you count the benefit? You did it for 30 days. Now you are going to do it this evening with what consciousness?
Best consciousness.
This is my best chance. Let me do it properly. One who cooks an offering for Lord Krishna on a firewood which has Tulasi wood in it will attain the same benefit as one who gives in charity a hill of grains as large as Mount Meru. For each grain of such an offering to Lord Krishna. One who lights up a lamp to be offered to Lord Krishna with a piece of Tulasi wood will attain same benefit as one who offers 10 million lambs to Lord Krishna. That's how we change it. That's how we change from Dhira to Tulasi. Don't fall down. Give me something. That is cheating. Do something practical. There is no one more dear to Lord Krishna than that person who offers to Lord Krishna. One who applies the paste of Tulasi wood to the body of the deity of Lord Krishna with devotion will always live close to Lord Krishna. Okay, that's so. You ready? Yeah? Ready? Okay, 2 minutes. Let me finish. Let me just 2 minutes. I'm enjoying myself. I'm very fruity-minded. That person who puts the mud from the base of Tulasi Devi on his body and worship the deity of Lord Krishna get the result of 100 days worship of each day. That's it. That is it. If you run out of tilak, if you take the dust from the tilak and put tilak on your body. One who offers a Tulasi manjari to Lord Krishna gets the benefit of offering all the varieties of flowers. After which he goes to the abode of Lord Krishna. One who sees or comes near a house or garden where the Tulasi plant is present gets rid of all his previous sinful reactions, including that of killing a Brahmin. But if you think I can kill them and worship Tulasi, it will never work. It will never work. You will be punished. It will not work. Lord Krishna happily resides in that house, town, or forest where Tulasi Devi is present. That house where Tulasi Devi is present never falls on bad times. And due to Tulasi Devi's presence, that place becomes more pure than all the holy places. Bunda Devi Tulasi Maharani ki. Okay. Yes.